I think me and Anna,
Well, we miss you so much.
you're part of the family since day one. And yes, in Anaheim, I know that it took a little bit of your heart not to be there with us. But I told you on tonight's call, Scott, you have two things to look forward. One, we're going to talk about tomorrow night because we're going to do a leadership call for the Frequency Awakening about our Thailand trip. All right. And the other thing is look forward to the big event that you like Anna's hosting in Australia. Like you have people in Australia, New Zealand. Get as many people as you can to that event, all right? Trust me. But besides that, listen, this is your share. What do you want to give the community? What's coming from your heart?
Well, wow. Testimonials for me, the heart and soul of the business, and testimonials as a rule is about the product, but there is, of course, the money side of it as well. And as you've touched on as well, Luigi, it does impact people's health when they haven't got money also. But there is life-changing income here to be made for people that want to share it. And the business is exploding, and the main reason it's exploding is because of the results of the products and the profound impacts that they're having on people's physical, mental, and emotional health. I'll just do a little bit of a deep dive with my story that I haven't actually shared with anyone before. It was 40 years ago on New Year's Eve, 1986, 87 in Sydney. I was in the Navy at the time. And New Year's Eve, I got run over as a pedestrian by a van that was doing between 90 to 100 kilometres an hour. The van was a write-off. I was revived on the road and spent the next 2 years in and out of hospital in the Navy doing rehab and all sorts of other stuff, hydrotherapy, and out on the military pension as a result of that. I got acquired brain injury syndrome and post-traumatic stress disorder as a result of that. Also had 2 total knee reconstructions on each knee. And I didn't really start taking the product. And that was the first testimonial, to be quite honest, just to cut back to the base of it, was from you, Luigi. When you rang me up and started talking to me and you showed me the photos of your testimonials with your weight loss, and I'm like, yeah, well, whatever, Luigi. Lots of ways to lose weight. That didn't really impress me, but it was your demeanor, it was your energy, it was your frequency, as I've touched on before. And that was the first testimonial I saw. I felt you'd changed energetically, and I wanted to know what was going on and kept asking you questions. And you should have told me to shut up, and then you'd let me know what it was. So I did shut up. And then as soon as you mentioned it was these products with frequency devices, had my attention straight away. And I joined, ordered mine, got it here, started using it. The first thing I noticed, I wasn't in pain from my knees, but it was definitely a bit tender when I first got out of bed in the morning for the first 10 to 15 steps, or if I've been sitting down for a long period of time. But within 2 sessions of being on that P90 Plus, I felt like I'd had a grease and oil change. It was a massive difference in the way that I felt. And again, so much of our disability things that start happening health-wise in our life just start creeping in little bit by little bit, and we quite often don't notice them. And I hadn't noticed that was deteriorating, but I noticed it get better straight away. My general overall attitude, I wasn't depressed, but I just didn't have a great deal of spring in my step in life in general, or much to be excited about getting out of bed. And my whole demeanour and energy changed, very much like what I felt from you when we spoke, Luigi. That was a big one. My skin, there's so many things. My motivation in general, my drive, memory, they were the big ones, I guess. But the other one I've touched on before, and I'll just touch on it again briefly because I heard another testimonial from someone yesterday, a man, touching on this same thing. There's another part of the male anatomy that most of us are very fond of that also is having positive impacts with this. And I noticed that very, very quickly as well. Well, within 2 weeks, and I didn't notice that there was anything not working properly there. I thought everything was mighty fine and dandy. But there was significant increase in the lead in the pencil and waking up with morning thickness and not morning sickness.
Well, I think there's a good chance.
And the other thing that I do love about this business is we get to experience the testimonials for ourselves and to get to see them for other people. And I've taken some fantastic before and after photos. So if someone would like to see them or come around and have an experience on it themselves, the P90 Plus, I mean, turn that into a bit of a joke. But that's real. That's what happens. Another thing touching on that as well, it's never been an issue up until the last month or two. And was it an issue? Just noticed going to the toilet. when I'm having a pee. When I finished peeing, I was finding I had to stand there for 5-10 seconds to make sure I was shaking everything out before I put it back in the pants and walk away. That stopped instantly. When I finish peeing now, it's all over. It's like the washer's been replaced. And again, from my understanding of the health implications that go with that area in our life as a man, which also impacts women as well very greatly, main cause from my understanding is that's to do with losing health in our prostate. And most of us know the implications that can come with men with prostate issues. So incredibly powerful. But yeah, that's my physical testimonial in a nutshell. I won't go into the financial side of it much at the moment, but it is obviously life-changing to be able to sharing this with other people. It's
Listen,
more income in it than any other business I've seen in 30 years. And I feel obliged to be sharing it with people when I find things in life that I like, enjoy, and I think are going to benefit other people. And that's the simplicity of the cash side of it. That's my P90 going on.
you're doing pretty well. You're M3, and I looked at your numbers the other day, and you're on your way to M4. I mean, that means something already in OlyLife. I'm sorry. When like a lot of people can get to M1, yeah, some people can get to M2. But unfortunately, some people they give up, not give up. They just like lose a little bit of drive to go from 2 to 3. They might not be gone. They can come back. You never know. They can get distracted, come back. But when you get to M3 and you don't stop where you are, you made it, Scott. Scott, you made it, buddy.
Consistency, well, I haven't made it yet, buddy. I haven't finished. It's not all over yet. But for me, it is about consistency. And in the fight of life, sometimes in business, when things get tough and hard, it's like the fight's not over when we hit the deck. The fight's over when we don't get back up again. And I use the same analogy in the boxing ring. Like, I'm in the boxing ring as an athlete, I'm also the trainer. And when things get tough in the boxing ring, I can get that towel thrown into the ring, and that ends the game. It's all over. I give up. Or I can get the towel and wipe my brow and take a few big breaths and get back in the ring and go harder and smarter than I was before. It's up to us. Consistency is the key. And one thing I don't do is give up in life in general, or I wouldn't be here today, but we won't go into that. Yeah.
Scott, you found your home. You found your family. Anna, you want to add one word on that?
I'll just touch on that too briefly, buddy, on the family bit. It makes me really emotional talking about it. I don't have a family, and I won't go into that here at all. And I've been in lots of these businesses for 30 years, and it's the connections and it's the relationships that really turns me on, and it's the beautiful experience. I know everyone keeps touching on it. I'm going to touch on it again. This is a different cat altogether. It's real, it's raw, or it's authentic. There's bugger all competition. People aren't here to compete with each other. They're here to help complete each other, and it's just different energy, frequency to any other business I've seen before, and I feel blessed to be a part of it. And I really did emotionally miss connecting with you guys in Anaheim for that physical connection, and I won't be missing out on any of these gatherings again. Big love, guys.
I love you, Scott, and I just want to reflect back to you. This business just fits you like a glove. It shows in every one of your posts. Every time you share, you just bring so much depth, and the frequency that you radiate at, that's what you're magnetizing into your team. I can see the beautiful people that you have in your team. I love them so much. I love hanging out with all of you. There is no your team, my team. We all work together. It's a reflection of you, Scott, your decades. I mean, hearing your story to that level today just gave me a much deeper understanding of what you've been through. Scott, I love you. I don't want to take up any more time. Can't wait to be together in Thailand with all of our people together. Love you very much.
Only one problem, Scott.
Right,
We might be hearing a lot of story about men pencils on the internet, and it's going to be your fault, okay? I just want you to know that.
I'll bring it on. Relationships can break up from that. Kind of indicates that maybe the relationship was a bit empty if it was just based on sexual performance and stuff that happens in the bedroom. But some people do break up with stuff like that. So it's not just the men that are being impacted; it's the big picture. So yeah.
Heather, do you agree